Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Love Story with Technology. Today we are going to see Microsoft Intune and MDM training. We initiate the new session for Microsoft Intune and MDM training from scratch. So today is the day first and session first. In session first, we are going to see introduction of Microsoft Intune. This takes 20 minutes, and then upcoming session for a day, that is setting up Microsoft Intune. That duration is 30 minutes. So let us begin. This is our session first index, introduction to Microsoft Intune. Here we can see the 5 topics like introduction to device management, what is Microsoft Intune, how Intune fits into Microsoft Endpoint Manager, use cases and scenarios, and get started with Intune. In Intune device management carry with 2 topics like important of device management in modern organization. Previously, everyone using SCCM for their endpoint device management. Right now in modern technology, we all are preferred to use Microsoft Intune. Then second topic is overview of Intune. Then second, what is Microsoft Intune? Here we can see the definition and key feature of our Microsoft Intune. And second, benefit of using Intune for mobile device management. Like if you are using the Google workspace, then there also is a mobile device management available. So if you are familiar with that MDM, it's like it is easy to simplify and understand the MDM topics. So Microsoft have a both feature like Microsoft device management and the Microsoft application management as well, mobile application management. Sorry. And third, how Intune fits into the Microsoft Endpoint Manager. Integration with other Microsoft services like Microsoft Endpoint Manager can integrate with the Microsoft Defender, Azure AD, Intra, Active Directory, Azure AD. There are a lot of services, Microsoft services, which we can integrate into the Intune. Fourth one is the use case scenario. In this, we can take some example from our real-time world example of a Microsoft Intune deployment and the industry-specific application. Fifth one is getting started with Intune, that is prerequisite for using the Intune. Like before we are planning to deploy the Intune in our environment, what kind of prerequisite we need to accomplish. So in this topic, we carry all the prerequisite. Second one is setting up your Intune environment, how to set up our new Intune environment. In this, we can carry the 2 topics like one is fresh Intune deployment, and if you are using SCCM for device management in current state, what should be the approach to migrate your all the SCCM workloads to Intune and your endpoint migrated to be Intune, like first co-manage, then Intune manage. So here is a lot of learning stages and sessions. So in moving forward, every session and training and every approach we can tell you using our sessions and the trainings. So let's begin to the introduction to device management. Introduction to device management. Importance of, here we can learn the importance of device management in modern organization. So topic A, like security, carries with the data protection and threat mitigation. Data protection, ensuring that sensitive corporate data is secured on all devices, whether they are company owned or personal BYOD. Here the BYOD state is bring your own device. Some of these organization using their or providing their own laptops to user to do their work, and some of these organization ask employee to use their personal devices for official work. In that scenario, BYOD plays an important role. So in security insights, data protection help us to ensure the sensitive corporate data is secured on all the devices, whether it is company owned or the BYOD, that is personal one. In second term, that is threat mitigation, protecting against malware, authorized access, and other cyber threats that can be compromise organization data and operations. So in threat mitigation, Intune help us to protect against the malware, unauthorized access, like someone try to access your laptop using random ID and password. So that is a unauthorized access and other cyber threats that can be compromised in organization data and operation that will be mitigate using security. In B, compliance. B, compliance is plays an important role. Like we can specify the compliance, regulatory compliance, and policy informants. Regulatory compliance, adhering to the industry regulation and standard such as GDPR, HIPAA, and other data protection law. Regulatory compliance help us to follow the industry regulation and standard which is set in the Intune. That is GDPA, HIPAA, and other data protection law. Policy informants help us to ensure that all the devices comply with the organization security and uses policies. Like here you can see the compliance policy. If we are configured, the every device needs to be applied with particular specific policy which we are created. Like in organization environment, only Windows 10 devices will be allowed it. Then that user will work on that. So if that user having the Windows 7 or lower operating system version, that device is not compliant and it shows the non-compliant. So policy informants we can specify using the policy enforcement to achieve the compliance. Topic C, operational efficiency. Operational efficiency like centralized management, streamline the management of all the device from single platform, reducing the workload of IT department. Like you have 2000 endpoint, like 2000 laptops and desktop, and which your IT are managing manually, like their patches, OS patches upgrade, antivirus patches upgrade, or they want to deploy the applications on every device manually. They want to manage or resolve the issue, end user issues using the multiple services or third party vendor support. In Intune Insights, we can manage the end user devices in the single platform, that is intune.microsoft.com. You just need to enter the intune.microsoft.com into your web browser, and all the devices you can manage from using Intune portal, like patching, hardening. Then you can apply the policy. You can create the groups of user as per your departments. You can assign the applications, bulk application assignment, deployment for end user devices. Sir, so here is a centralized management approach. Second one is automated process, automating routine tasks such as update, patches, and policy enforcement, leading the more efficient operation. Automated process, like if you schedule the if you schedule the automatic patch deployment and specific date and specific period, which is approved from your management or in your cap, so you can simply schedule that task using the Intune and automate that task, and you will get the report, detailed report, that task is completed or not. If it is not completed and having some bug error, you can capture it from report and you can specifically work on that errors. So operational efficiency is plays an important role, and it is available in Intune, that is centralized management and automated processes. D point, user productivity, access to resource, access to user, ensuring employees have the secure access to the necessary application and data from any location. If you are using the Microsoft Intune licenses for your end users, so Microsoft Intune ensure organization and employees as well, they are in the secure environment and they can access their necessary data and application within the secure environment of organization from anywhere of the world. It doesn't require any VPN or anything. They just using Microsoft Intune, and that Microsoft Intune license assigned to that particular user, and that user systems device compliant with the Intune policies, and they're having all this necessary access to user ID, and they can able to access from anywhere, from any location across the globe. So this help to improve the user productivity to access to the company resource or organization resource. Device performers, maintaining optimal performance of devices through the regular updates and proactive management. Device performers, maintain your optimal performance of devices, regular updates, proactive management, like your IT person can proactively monitor the devices, that is compliant or not compliant, what kind of activity perform on that device, like someone trying to install the not approved application on their devices using admin credential, so that will be reported to the Intune dashboard. In Intune dashboard, here you can see here is no configuration, so you cannot able to show. But uh, if you configured, you can see your Windows devices, iOS devices, Mac OS, Android devices here. You just simply need to click and you will get that device detail here, list of device detail, and in compliance status you will get the device is compliant or not, or what is their last sign in, everything. That is a proactive approach you can using the monitoring inside the Microsoft Intune. We will see in the next upcoming sessions. Then cost management. Cost management is a important for any organization, because that needs to be track every device inventory of organization, like asset management and reduce the downtime. Asset management, simply keeping the track of your device inventory uses and their life cycle, helping in budgeting and resources allocation, like some organization decided to use their end user devices like laptop and desktop 3 years, and then after 3 years they need to scrap that devices or offload from their production environment, and using onboard the new devices. Then that you every devices inventory can manage from here, your life cycle can manage from the Intune. and it helps us to budgeting the what because this is the centrally data available. So what kind of devices are near to their life cycle, a closed life cycle, then accordingly they can pull that data and provide to the management. This kind of devices, number of devices need to be procured. Like so, it plays an important role. Then reduce the downtime, minimize downtime by proactive managing the device's health and resolving issue. So if your devices is proactively monitored and timely necessary action has been taken, then obviously it's converted into the reduced downtime for end user work, or it help us to increase the user productivity, and that's achieve the goal of organization within the time. So this is about the introduction of device management and that importance of a device management in modern organization. So let's move forward to next slide. Overview of Microsoft Intune. Here we can see the Microsoft Intune definition. What is the Microsoft Intune? So Microsoft Intune is a cloud-based service that focuses on mobile device management and mobile application management, MDM and MAM. It helps organization to manage the devices and application their employee to use. Microsoft Intune, nothing but cloud-based technology where we can manage our endpoint devices like end user, desktop, laptops, mobile phones, iPhones using the Microsoft Intune. We can simply centrally help that endpoint devices, user devices, like their devices require the update patches, their devices require the security policies, that laptops and devices required any technical assistant or need to be proactively monitored. Intune can help to manage all these operations from centrally using the Microsoft Intune portal. Key feature of Microsoft Intune, that is device management, application management, security compliance, and conditional access. Device management help us to manage Windows, iOS, Android, Mac devices. Application management, by using application management, you can deploy the applications, configurations, and security application on managed devices. Managed devices term means that device need to be in the Intune. Like we need to enroll that device into the Intune. That is called a managed device. So in this term, deploy, configure, and secure application on the managed devices. That is Intune managed devices. Third one is security and compliance. Enforce security policy and ensure the compliance with the regulatory standard. If organization are having their security policy like USB no need to be accessible from the end user devices, that end user must have to use the Windows 10 operating system only and not lower than that. The specific application need to be accessed from that particular device. So that all of the policies and security set need to be setting up using the Microsoft Intune using centrally dashboard, and that push to the end user devices, and that is the role of security and compliance inside the Intune for that end user devices. Conditional access to the corporate resource based on device compliance. By using the device compliance, you can other that user must have to log in their end user device using the company provided login ID and passwords only. This is an one just example. Like someone will try to use their another account, Microsoft account, personal Microsoft account to their company laptop or endpoint devices, they're not able to access because conditional access policy can set up the this kind of terms using the compliance settings. So this is just a one example. We can create a multiple conditional access for the endpoint devices. In B, benefits of using Microsoft Intune. Here is some feature like what benefit Microsoft Intune provide as compared to others and manual process. Unified endpoint management, scalability, flexibility, integration, and Microsoft ecosystem and user experience. Unified endpoint management, like integrate with the Microsoft Endpoint Manager, providing a single platform of manage all the endpoints. Like uh, you have 2000, 10,000 device endpoint devices, and that all the manage in one dashboard. No required manually the separated, like you need to go to the separate system and push the policy and doing the task. So it helps us to manage all these things from the central dashboard. Scalability is like suitable for all the organization, that doesn't matter the organization size. It should be a small business or large enterprises. Flexibility support both the company owned and the BYOD. Flexibility, like there is not required that the user must have to use the company devices, or they are using their own personal devices. Because flexibility Intune, by using the conditional access policy or by using the compliance and security, we can adhere our organization's data security. So there is no dependency, like someone is not required to access, not able to use their own devices. Yes, they can use their own devices using the company credentials, so that adhere the organization security and compliance. So flexibility defines that everyone can use company owned or their own devices for doing their task. Integration with the Microsoft ecosystem, seamlessly integrate with the other Microsoft service such as Azure Active Directory, Office 365, Azure Information Protection, Defender. So integration with Microsoft ecosystem, like Microsoft Intune supports all these Microsoft services, which we can integrate with the Intune. So it is easy to use all these relevant services. Third is user experience, enhance use of user productivity. User experience enhance user productivity by providing a secure and consistent experience across all the devices. Like user doing their work from their BYOD device or the company device or any other device, they can do anything, and there is no showstopper or speed breaker in their work day-to-day task. And C, key component of Microsoft Intune, that is Microsoft Intune Admin Center, which you can see in the right side of this my screen. That is centrally management portal. Azure Active Directory integration with AAD user authentication. Like for identity of user, we can integrate Azure Active Directory for the Intune. Compliance policy, which we already discussed, what kind of compliance policy Intune can provide. For more details and configuration setting, we see in the upcoming sessions. Configurations profile, like setting up the Wi-Fi, VPN, emails, and much more services, that also in upcoming sessions. App protection policies, protect your corporate data and application level without managing their entire device, correct? So this one also we can see in practical, because these terms also need to be uh, see while we are configuring, because that more clarity to understand this concept. Then the reporting and analytic, it's just reporting and analytic of every service deployment we can capture from the Intune. So that is reporting and analytics are available in Intune with huge detail format. So we move to the next slide. How Intune fit into the Microsoft Endpoint Manager integration with other Microsoft services. As we discussed that Azure Active Directory, we can integrate with the Endpoint Manager. User authentication, Azure AAD support to user authentication. leveraging to Azure Active Directory for user authentication and device enrollment, ensuring that only authorized user and devices can access their resources. Conditional access integrate with the Azure AD conditional access policies to enforce compliance and security requirement before granting access to application data. Microsoft 365 Office Apps Management. Intune allows the organization to deploy configuration and management Office 365 across all the devices, ensuring the user have the tools and they need the productivity. Data protection work with the Microsoft 365 data loss prevention DLP policy to be there. Windows Autopilot help us to enroll the endpoint devices like laptops and desktop enrolled into the Intune using the hardware hash value. So Windows Autopilot, the simply deployment Intune integrates with the Windows Autopilot to streamline the deployment of new Windows 10 and 11 devices, allowing to zero touch provisioning. Like that laptop with not your IT person, that laptop with your user, and that laptop needs to be configured with Intune. So that doesn't require the IT person have that laptop. They can simply capture that hash value of that particular device, and that needs to be uploaded into the Microsoft Intune, and automatically that once a user enter their credential, that automatically enroll into the Microsoft Intune. So that doesn't require that IT person should have that the device with him while enrolling that process. So it's a Windows Autopilot feature is available in Intune. So this also is in upcoming session how to we enroll that devices using Autopilot. Microsoft Defender for endpoint security. Intune works with the Microsoft Defender for endpoint to provide advanced threat protection, endpoint detection, and the response capability enhance overall security posture. So Microsoft Defender can also integrate with the Microsoft Endpoint, and in Microsoft Intune as well, you can see the that's called the MDE. MDE means Microsoft Defender Endpoint. So this is a Defender Endpoint also manage the system to the like checking the vulnerabilities of your system, virus, and everything. So Defender also integrates with the Intune, and that Defender also you can see in the Intune dashboard. So we move to the next slide. How Intune fits into the Microsoft Endpoint Manager role within the Microsoft Endpoint Manager suite. Unified Endpoint Management UEM, comprehensive management and single pane glass. Comprehensive management, Intune is a key component of your Microsoft Endpoint Manager, providing the unified platform for managing secure endpoint, including PC, mobile devices, and IoT devices. Single pane glass offer a single integrated console for managing all the devices, simplify IT operations, and improve the visibility across the organization. Point B, policy and profile management. Configure a profile like allow IT administrator to create, deploy, configuration profile, Wi-Fi, VPN, email setting, and more ensure consistent configuration across all the devices. Like you have a global organization, and for your organization have a different business in every region or every country. So in that term, we need to configure the different profile for number of groups users. So that time we need to create the multiple configuration profile, and that policy and a compliance policy, security policy must be different as per the regions and the company plans and yes. So for that, policy and profile management is plays an important role. This also you can see in upcoming session, practical sessions for more understanding and deep learning. Application management, application deployment Intune provide tools for deploying, updating, managing application on all the devices that a user have access for necessary application. Like someone from your sales team and that sales team managers, executive required the CRM access, so only they can access the CRM. And different team like you have account team, and the account team only require the accounting applications. That also we can achieve using the app deployment and app protection policy. On D, security management, conditional access, we already discussed what is the conditional access. Intune integrates with the conditional access to enforce access control based on the device compliance on the user identity and security. Then security baseline, provide that predefined security baseline. They align the best practices, helping on a keep implementation robust security settings. The security baseline also important, plays an important role. That needs to be set up while we are, if you are trying to do the first time Intune setup. So it's better to configure all the security policy, security baseline policy in first time, so that whenever you enroll the new devices, that automatically applies to that security baseline policies. And this approach should be different for the those who are already using the SCCM device management, because SCCM to Intune migration is a different approaches and different roadmaps. So do not confuse in that. We'll have a different session for that, and we need to you need to learn that and see this session. Okay, so next is analytic and reporting. Analytic and reporting device analytic offer the detailed analytic and reporting on the devices appliance sorry devices compliance and application usage security status, providing the insights and drive information decision making. So device analytics is one of a self-reporting and compliance service which is present in Intune, that shows the application uses as per the groups and regions. So what kind of security status of the devices as per the device collection, providing the insights to drive that information decision making, what needs to be do right now, what action needs to be taken. So that is a device analytic which is already present in Intune Insights. Proactive insight, you uses data from the Intune and other integration services to provide proactive insight and recommendation for the improving device management and security. The proactive insights, this is a part of again analytic and reporting, and that assist us what action needs to be taken as per the analytic. As per the analytic, what action needs to be taken proactively. So this is it, and now we need to move to the next slide. Hope you all are understanding the concept of Intune. This is just a theoretical understanding about the Intune. We try to explain you what is the Intune, and those who are already using SCCM, they have a much better clarity because they already use the MDM and MAM in the SCCM. But those who are learning from scratch, so they don't have to worry, because here is no rocket science. You just need to simplify and understand. Do not skip any session. Attend all these sessions. Then only you got a hands-on on the Microsoft Intune, including the fundamental and theory also important. Uh, while you are starting the learning from scratch, you must have to understand what is MDM, what is MAM, what is Intune, what is the endpoint device management, what is the compliance policy, what is the configuration profiles, or what kind of security policy, application management, security management. There is a lot of things need to be learned. So as I said, this is not a rocket science, but you must have to stick with the every session and every learning and line which was shared with you. You just simply read, listen, and attend all these practical sessions, so you got a better clarity to learn the Microsoft Intune, and I assured you, you can deliver the good service to your organization after you attend all these sessions, because we carry with us every single and small component of Microsoft Intune. So here are the use cases and scenario of a real world of Intune deployment, enterprise mobility and security, global tech corporation. So here I'm mentioning global tech corporation, what kind of challenges they are facing, solutions and outcome. So challenges managing a diverse fleet of devices across the multiple region, which ensure the security and compliance. Like as I said, we have global company and we have multiple regions like APAC, Canada, USA, uh, South America, African continental. Inside that, there is a multiple set of countries having the different LOBs, like line of business, and that businesses are different. So that time we need to have that kind of challenges, and what is the solution? So implement Intune to manage Windows, iOS, Android device, deploy conditional access policies to secure your corporate data and ensure compliance with industry regulation. That is achievable by using this solution. Challenges I already asked, like I already told you that we have a global company and that regions and all this stuff is there. That solution is centrally management by using the or implementing Intune. Outcome: achieve the centralized device management, reduce security risk, and ensure the compliance of across all the region. You will achieve the compliance for all the region for globe. Point B, remote workspace management, a creative design agency, remote workspace management, creative design management. Challenges: enable a remote workspace with a secured access to design application and the client data. Solution: use Intune to enroll, manage employee own devices, that is BYOD, which we already discussed in previous sites. Configure app protection policy to secure corporate data and design application. That means if you are using, bring your own device, like your own personal computer, to do your official task. That time you must have to access your organization application in on your personal computer. So by using the Microsoft application management, we can secure the organization application, organization data and the application protection as per the security point of view. So we don't have to worry if someone is working in the BYOD model and they are using their own laptops and accessing the company applications. They don't have to worry because all the data are most secured by using MAM. You must have to configure. This is the solution. And here is the same outcome: enhance productivity by allowing the remote access while maintaining data security, control over the corporate resource. Like someone sometimes in the I seen in my environment, like someone is not feeling well, but able to work. So that time that he's at a desktop in his office, but he is not able to attend the office on specific day. That day, we if that user having their own laptop for, then we can allow them to access the organizational application for that day, and that productivity not get hampered for the organization, and that a resource is still working. So that is the outcome by using MAM. Educational sector, like city worldwide school district, challenge providing secure and manageable access to the educational resources for student and staff and various devices solution. Deploying Microsoft Intune, deploying Microsoft Intune, manage school issues, tablet and tabs and configuration devices, like nowadays, start from the COVID or before the COVID, a lot of schools move to the digital platform, and now large number of students and teachers and the trainers using the Samsung tab, the Samsung Galaxy tab, or MacBook, or laptops. So there is a huge challenge, because in every batch, like a school having the different standards, like first to 10th, then their higher education, then the graduations, and lot of stuff is there, and every standard and every degree they're having the large number of student is there. So they're having the lot of devices, so it manually manage their devices and accesses is too difficult. So by using the Microsoft Intune, any school can manage their every device and ensure all the security of their confidential data, and the user work satisfaction, like student and professor, they can do their work from their homes or wherever they can do their work very effectively. So this is the outcome for that. Then the healthcare provider, like NHS, National Health Services, ensure the security of patient data and compliance with the healthcare regulation across the various device used by the healthcare professional. Solution: implement the Intune to the managed secure mobile devices used by the doctors and nurses. Deploy the compliance policy and app protection policy to the safeguard patient data. Outcome: enhance the security compliance with the healthcare regulation, improvement efficiency, and managing endpoints. So this is our use case scenario which we are trying to put in front of you. If you have any suggestion for the real time use cases and scenario, and if you feel you are not fitting in this, you can comment in the below video section, and you can ask or put your real time use cases and scenarios, so that we can help you to design that solution. So here is all the use cases again for the industry specific application, like finance services, manufacturing, retail, government, education, healthcare. So again, here is the use cases, and the solution is provided, what needs to be used, what needs to be do, everything is there. We'll see in next practical sessions, upcoming sessions. You first need to understand what is the Microsoft Intune exactly, and what he can help us to achieve our goals, and the organization. Every user can efficiently work from there any place globally. So getting started with Intune, this is our last topic for this session. Before you start Microsoft Intune, what kind of licenses you required, what kind of requirement is there. So this is all about that. The licensing subscription ensure your organization has appropriate Intune licenses. Intune available as part of several Microsoft 365 and enterprise mobility plus security EMS plan. Verify your subscription include Intune. User license assigned Intune license. Every user must have to assign that license. Enrolling and managing device. Then Azure Active Directory AD. tenant you need to Azure AD tenant. If your organization uses a Microsoft 360, you already have that Azure AD. That is the default one that comes with Office 365. User must have an account in the Azure AD to able to enroll their devices, like creating their user ID and passwords. Supporting devices and operating system. Devices platform. Intune supports the various platform including Windows 10, 11, Mac OS, iOS, and the Android's operating system versions. Ensure that devices you plan manage the meet minimum OS versions of requirement of Intune. This also always see in upcoming practical sessions. The network and firewall setting, like internet access. Device must have an internet access to communicate Intune services. You can just allow the Intune specific port in your firewall, so that all these updates devices can captured, not required the full access. This is not recommended for any organization, but yes, you must have the internet access with some customized settings. Firewall rules configured for your network firewall and allow the communication into endpoints. And yeah, there is a Microsoft document and article you can see. Just go to the Microsoft article and search for it, you can got it. But yes, within our session we can cover all these things and stuff, and we share with you. Don't have to worry. So, getting started with Microsoft Intune, you must have to log into the Microsoft Endpoint Manager after signing license. Then the here you can see you must have to enter that portal intune.microsoft.com. Then you have to enter your ID and password. I already enter, so it's redirect and open. And then tenant information, you will get your tenant information here. Tenant administration, and this is your tenant information. All these things are here. This is just viewer access, so this show this, you can see we just enter the intune.microsoft.com and we directly redirect to it, and then the tenant information, you will get all these things. Here it is. So this is all the things, like here you can see the device enrollment, Windows device enrollment. Here is a lot of options. Automatic enrollment, which we discuss. Co-manage, for it is for the SCCM device platform. There are a lot of things you have to learn in upcoming days from our sessions. Then the configuration profile. Here you will see the configuration profile which we need to configure to their disciplinary and compliance policy, application management. This is your application management. You can see the app management. We can do the app management from here, like application protection policy and everything. Here you can create all these things. In the security policies, you can create. So in upcoming days, you have to attend, as I said, that you have to attend all these session. Then only you can get all the clarity on the things. So let's move. And Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for watching video, and please like, share, subscribe our channel, and press the bell icon so you will receive the notification from our channel for new upcoming sessions of Microsoft Intune and a lot of new technology videos. We are posting day to day and uploading the videos on new technology which is required to understand in the upcoming markets. And if you have any query or doubts, you can simply write down on the support at qmpresa.com, or you can directly reach out to Love Story with Technology YouTube channel. Uh, we are available for 24 by 7 support. I will guide you and put your questions if you have any questions, anything about it, even for myself or anything. If you have any doubt or between the video, if someone point is not clear, you can just mention. I will share that PPT or can try to prepare that content for you and post again. So don't have to worry. If you have any suggestion, opinion, please do share. Do not hesitate to share that, because if you are not share that, if you are not sharing your feedback, I'm not become a perfect YouTuber or vlogger. So please suggest, advice, and put your feedback so I can improve my video sessions and post new upcoming video for you. So thanks for watching your video, and do not forget to like, share, subscribe my channel, Love Story with Technology. Keep watching, keep in touch. Thank you.